Hello beautiful people, this is Simply Oni, and today I want to talk to you about plant-based detanglers and gels. When I say plant, I actually mean the plant itself being the detangler. Now what's the difference between plant and oil detanglers? Plant detanglers require water to detangle your hair and not oil. Some of the benefits of that is the fact that it reaches a wider range of people because some people don't like a lot of oil in their hair. Some people don't need a lot of oil in their hair, but that doesn't mean that they don't have tangling problems. So there are three top plants that I want to talk about today. And the first one is actually marshmallow. Marshmallow has vitamins A and C in it, but that's not what actually makes it so great. There are three things. Number one, it is 37% starch. And starch is similar to sugar because it is a carbohydrate, but this one's actually a polycarbohydrate. And it provides whole but flexibility, just like plastic, because they're categorized in the same polycarbohydrates, or also known as polymers. Because it's a starch and it has that firm hold, it actually gives your hair more shine. And unlike sugar, starches do not dissolve in water where sugar does. Number two, it is 11% pectin. And what pectin is actually gel. Most of the food companies use it in jellies and jams. And number three, and this is what actually makes it detangle, it can be up to 35% mucilage. And mucilage is another type of polymer that is an emollient. An emollient, whether or not it's an oil or a plant, is actually what makes your hair detangle. It softens and soothes your skin and hair. So that's actually what you like in your oils when you use them on your skin. In the old days, they used to use marshmallow and other plants like this, and when they take it for bronchitis and coughs, it actually coats your esophagus so that when you swallow, there's a layer there and your lines of your esophagus or throat do not touch each other, which actually makes you feel like your throat is feeling better. And the vitamin C kicks in and it starts to heal and reduces the amount of you cough. Same thing happens with your hair. It actually coats your hair so that when you go to comb it, you can actually get a chance to detangle your hair instead of it locking up and knotting with one another if you move your head around. So the first part of it, which is the leaf, it is 11% mucilage. This is a big bag, yes, I know. It's 11% mucilage. And the other part that they sell it in is the root itself, and this is the part that's up to 35% mucilage. I have some that I already added water to, and this is actually the marshmallow leaf and how it changes it to almost look like, I have no idea, a bright yellow, I guess is the best way to say it, and this camera does not do it justice. And this is the part that is made from the root, excuse me. And this part up here is actually the floating mucilage. And I'm going to show you, I took some on the side so that you can see a little bit better, because I wanted to show you how exactly jelly. See the gelling agent on this bad boy? That's nice, right? Okay. All right, so that's actually the mucilage that's in the root versus the leaf. When you look on the internet, they will have some of their higher end professional salon detanglers and sprays or whatnot. The key agent is actually marshmallow or the flaxseed. There's actually two different types of flaxseed out there. There is the gold. When everybody thinks of flaxseed, they think of omega-3s. The gold flaxseed is very, very low. I mean, not even significant when it comes to omega-3s in gold flaxseed. Everything else, as far as the minerals are concerned, are the same. And this is the one that is actually high in omega-3s, whereas the gold isn't. Okay, I wanted to show you how easy it is to make a gel with flaxseed that you won't even think about buying gel again. Okay, so here are your two flax seeds. The one on the right is your yellow, and the one on the left is your brown. I'm actually going to use the brown for this because I want to try to keep some omega-3 in it. So I'm going to add the flax seeds to the cup. And I'm going to add some boiling water. I have a little electronic teapot here. Now you have two choices that you can do with this. You can, one, add the boiling water and wait for 10 minutes. You're normally going to add about 1 cup per 2 tablespoons, but it depends on you and how much mucilage you want. And if you want more, you can add more than 2 tablespoons or whatnot. But for the sake of time, and I know this thing cuts off, you can also microwave this in for about 2 minutes, but you need to have it at half power because it does the same thing as milk. It will overflow fast, and the mucilage or the sticky stuff, which I'm doing right now, you see how it's sticking to the seeds or whatnot. I'm just going to stir it really quick to loosen up all those seeds. Now how I filter this through, I just go somewhere like Walmart and buy the little stocking caps because it's a lot, you can find that a lot faster than you can find like cheesecloth. And it does just as good of a job. And this is like $1 and it had 4 pair in there. So technically it's like 12.5 cents per stocking. And I'm just going to pour this through. Oh, too much. Whatever, you guys get the point. So, ouch, it's still hot. And as you can see here, you can see the consistency changing and thickening right here. And that's the mucilage that we extracted, like I said before. Now, if you think you're going to save yourself some trouble, and it's still dripping, if you think that saving yourself some trouble and getting flaxseed oil is one way, please be careful, because some companies actually take out the take out the mucilage from the flaxseed oil because, like I said earlier, mucilage requires water, and water makes things spoil faster. It actually gives bacteria a way to a way to grow. So your oils don't last as long when they actually have mucilage in there. Okay. So, this is actually pretty hot right now, and it has a very slippery film, but it's not oily. And that's what you're going to use as a, I don't know if that's even worth showing you, but as a gel or detangler. So, last thing, I bought this bag. It's about 2 pounds at my local health food store for $3.21. You can actually purchase this at Walmart, Target, whatnot. It's easily accessible, and that's one of the pluses. One of the minuses of this is the only way to extract the mucilage is to use it as water, so that's why I consider it more of a gel, even though it's a great detangler. The plus behind the marshmallow is that you can add it to any product you already have, and it works perfect. But it's harder to find in your local store unless you're buying those little capsules. Okay, so I'd like to end all of these on a did you know. So, did you know that out of all the different types of hair, blondes, Asians, brunettes, Afro hair, and redheads, that Asian hair is actually the thickest hair per strand, and that's in diameter, out of all types of hair. And we are second runner-up. The thinnest hair is actually blonde hair. So when people tell you that African American hair is the thickest, that's actually incorrect. The only difference with ours is that our hair is curly. So whereas gravity works well with the sebum, which is your natural hair oils, the sebum travels down straight hair easier to coat the hair, whereas our hair is so tightly curled that it takes a longer time for the oil to travel down our hair, and that is why we need more oil in our hair than other hair types. And just because you straighten your hair with chemical relaxers, that's on a whole nother level because it messes up the balance right off the bat, adding chemicals to your hair. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys learned a lot. Have a nice day and happy growing.